Hello, today we're going to show how to make a theremin. And basically, let's just start out with a little information about music. So in the music tab, there's a couple ways to make notes. You can make it with play tone, which will play it for a set amount of time, or you can play a ringtone, which will just play it with no amount of time, just a real small amount of time. But if you loop it forever, it can use the rest and the pause to make that happen. So I'm going to pull out the rest, this ringtone here, and just stick that in the forever loop, right? So I play this, it's just going to play that note middle C forever, right? And so if I go and I type in a lower or a higher number, like I do 300, I can type in a higher frequency. It makes a higher note. If I go even higher, I'll play a higher note. Okay, so that number there, that would be a really useful thing to be able to modify. Now the human here can hear between, like your microbit can make between 50 to about 6,000 hertz. So you go below 50, you go above 6,000. That's about as high as you can go. So keep that in mind. This number here would be a good place for a variable, but we can actually just go into your input and just get your microphone, and then there's light. So right there off the get-go, you've got a number called your light level. And so when I run this code, if I try to spin it now, you see this little button comes up, and it's at 128. And I go to, it's pretty obnoxious. So the highest number I can get, the highest frequency I can get is 255, and the lowest I get is 50. So that gives me a very low range. So that's not very useful. So what I could do instead is I could go in and go into the math, and I could pull up this multiplier, and I could say multiply light level by um, a higher number. So I can have like 3 times as high. So that'd be 255 times 3 times 4, and I get a much higher number. So now So really, from the basic level, that's the code you need to make a real simple theremin. That if you change the light, if I go over here and change the light, the sound, the pitch will dial in. So now the challenge for you is using this little basic knowledge. What can you do? What other improvements can you change? Can you change the frequency using the buttons? Go look at all the options for ways you can improve it. What else can you do? This one line of code is a good start. Now you're the designer, the coder. What can you add to it?